Hey, my friends. Today is the fourth day of the Carnivore Challenge. So, last night was a little bit of a late night. We went to a birthday party at Rock and Bowl, and of course, they had their usual fare of chicken wings and uh, cakes and open bar and whatnot. But I just played the designated driver for the night, had a good time. We got back relatively late, but I had to wake up early this morning because I do ACT tutoring, ACT College Advantage. Take a look, Facebook. Anyway, I did that in the morning, so that lasted from 8 till 12:30. So I had, by the time I had made my lunch, I had a good 19-hour fast moving. This morning, all I had was black coffee, and again, can't stress enough. Give it a little time, and you will adjust to the black coffee, and it won't bother you as much. Just trying something out. So for lunch today, I had the rest of that meat and or ground beef, liver, bacon, and eggs. And I was still a little hungry after that, so then I had a good chunk of the rest of that London broil that I had for dinner last night, and then I was pretty full for the rest of the day. So, again, what do I drink during the day? I'm trying to stay away from any type of artificial sweeteners. I am like a Coke Zero junkie. And one of the things that I realized is that those like water enhancers might not necessarily spike my blood sugar, but it does seem to trigger and make me hungrier throughout the day. And I find that especially on the weekends, because usually I don't do sweeteners during the week, and on the weekends I'll use them, and I find myself rooting in the fridge just a little bit more often. So now for the next 30 days, I'm trying to do all, again, free of any kind of artificial sweeteners, including sweeteners that would go in my coffee or sweeteners that would go in my water, or any of that, or Diet Coke or Coke Zero, or any of that. So all I do in my water is I'll put some electrolytes in my water. You can find those on Amazon pretty easily, and I'll also put just maybe a teaspoon of salt. I use the same ones that are recommended on all the other YouTubers. It's Redmond salt. It is really good. And I'll do, if I really need a flavor enhancer, I'll do a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. And I find that I really can't stand the taste of apple cider vinegar alone. Way too strong, way too concentrated. And even when I put it in water, I'm not crazy about it, but there's something about the mixture between that and the salt that actually makes it pretty pleasant. So I'll just sip on my water and get those minerals from the salt and the electrolytes throughout the day, and that works well. And so then we are planning, because the family's coming over tomorrow for Kate's birthday, for the family celebration. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You got the family celebration, you got the school celebration, you got the friend celebration, right? So it's celebrations that, of course, we never had when we were kids, but that's besides the point. So naturally, we have to make a cake. My wife just got potato chips and dip and all this other non carnivore stuff. So to counteract that, again, this is why I like meal planning. I'm gonna smoke a turkey. I'm gonna do some smoked hamburgers, some bacon. I'm also gonna do some chicken wings. So there'll be a lot of carnivore options, and that's the great thing about carnivore. You can bring that to a party, and no one's gonna complain. Oh, so man, you must be on a diet. You brought chicken wings. You brought brisket. You brought right. So that's the great thing. When I started doing keto, and I would go over to my family's house, my aunt's house for Saints games, I would bring brisket, and that's what I would eat. And guess what? Now I'm the brisket guy. Every time we have a family event, can you make one of those briskets? And they didn't even suspect at that time that I was, on a diet. So then a couple weeks after, I bring chicken wings. Again, they don't know any better. So that's kind of like one of the benefits of the carnivore challenge. So then for dinner tonight, I just finished dinner. I'm so full. I just had a big old sirloin steak. It was so massive, I just cut it in half. My wife ate half of it. I ate the other half. Had a little seasoning on it because I had seasoned it and frozen it weeks ago. So I defrosted it last night, put it in the smoker. Again, you'll notice a common theme. I like smoking things, and I think that's going to really help with the fact that I'm not overloading it with a lot of seasoning. I'll get a different flavor with that smoky flavor from there, and I just like it. And I like cooking on the grill. I like smoking things anyway. And my wife never complains because now she doesn't have to cook that often. So I just made that, and that'll be my last meal for the evening. Probably tomorrow, everybody will come over around noon, so it'll probably be like a 16 or 17 hour fast with that. So the next thing I wanted to talk about, I didn't mention a why yesterday, so I guess I'll mention a why again of like, hey, why are you doing this? And again, my major reason is the same as it was before. It's for my daughter. It's because I want to be active and healthy and be around for a long time because of her. Yes, that also has to do with the medications that I was on that I'm no longer on. So, and then I talked about my psoriasis and how that has kind of died down ever since I've gone to keto. I'm hoping that it'll even get even better with carnivore, so I'm excited with that as well. And today I'll talk about the fact that for the last 2 years I have been on a CPAP machine, and because I have been diagnosed with sleep apnea, which of course I feel is probably majority of it caused by weight, that it's weight induced. So I'm just curious of that as I drop this weight, like what would happen if I lost 50 or 60 pounds? That's gotta be better for my sleep. And don't get me wrong, the CPAP has been wonderful. It has really kind of given me more energy during the day because I just wasn't getting quality sleep at night. But this is just kind of like a let's see why. Like it would be interesting to see that if I had a bunch of this weight off of me, do I even need the sleep apnea or the CPAP machine? If the answer is I still need it or have to have it, it's great. I'm glad it's out there, but I'm just a minor why from that. So, as apart from that, I think that's all that's going on. I'm sure I'll take some pictures tomorrow of the cake that they're making and all the other temptations for from the party tomorrow. But we're expecting a great day. So, again, day number 4. Thank y'all for watching. Bye, my friends.